Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Vonnie, and I have another video today. New topic of discussion about narcissists pulling these disappearing acts. You're wondering what the heck happened, like where did they go? Some people call it ghosting, but I'm gonna talk about it. You're trying to serve them for court. Trying to get this divorce done, and they're not responding to the paperwork. I mean, they just disappear. You can't serve them. You can't get them to come to court. I mean, like, what is really going on? Or even on the flip side of that, if you're still in a relationship, they just disappear, giving you less and less time and attention, and you just can't seem to get any time with them. So I'm going to talk about that and get into detail with that, though. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in, guys, and reaching out to me. I also want to thank you guys for doing that. I do offer free coaching, so anybody that wants to reach out, if it's something that I can help you with. I'm not an attorney, but I do have a lot of courtroom experiences. I understand how narcissists work and what their goal and agenda is, if you may not understand it that well. So they all have the same goal. They just want to win. So maybe some things that you have to change, and changing yourself so they can stop, so the attacks can stop being so easy for them, because when they're attacking you too much, it's becoming too easy. It may mean that it's something that you may have to change. We all have work we have to do, but narcissists, it shouldn't be that easy for them. We all have to figure out what it is, and we don't want to be, getting in any trouble anyways. So yeah, so let me jump into this video. I want to talk about these disappearing acts. Like I said, in this scenario, the narcissist, you don't know what's going on. You haven't heard from them. Sometimes they may not be picking up the kids. You're like, what is going on? Like, what is really going on with them? They don't want to respond. You're ready. You have your stuff together. You're ready to get this divorce done. You're ready to get this child custody issue straight, squared away. And they are literally nowhere to be found. So sometimes the narcissist could be at a low point, not just a situation with you. It may just be like other things going on. A lot of that karma that they do get that you'll never really know about. So they just kind of disappear, kind of back off until they can figure things out in a way that they feel like works for them. Because they will pop up when they're confident and secure about things going their way. They they're very calculated, kind of like, a lot of people say that they have they're like animals in nature. They're not really smart, like intelligent, but they have like the nature of animals, like a lion. A lion will sit there in that grass and watch their prey, and they see that one zebra, and they are going full force, 70, 80 miles an hour, jumping on that zebra until they catch it and destroy it, right? Well, that's how we are to the narcissist. We're the zebra, if I may. If they see that we're vulnerable and they're angry with us, they're gonna come and attack full force. That's why sometimes you be like, dag, how did they, like, all of these calculations one day, I'm in court, and 2 days later, officers coming to my house, next day somebody's coming to my job serving me something. I mean, what is going on? I mean, it's just so calculated. They are very calculated. That's got a lot to do with their dangerous obsession with us. It even makes me sick to this day to think about how obsessed he is with me. I mean, the obsession behind all his actions is just so sickening that just to know that they will, like I said, even after you moved on, rebuild your life, they are sitting here watching everything, getting information out of they'll try to keep touch with your family members, social media, whatever they can, seek information from out of your children. Yeah, they use the kids. They don't care. They need that information to figure out how to attack you, how to hurt you. So they'll sit around in that obsession, planning that stuff out for months and even years. And you're like, wow, this is insane that somebody would take all of that time and energy to do that. I'll put all that time and energy to do that. So like the lion again, as far as, this relating to the disappearing act, just think about a whole bunch of hyenas, hundreds of hyenas, which are the narcissists. The lion's enemy, coming at that lion. That lion is going to be like, what in the world? Like, I wasn't expecting this. You know what I'm saying? One lion, hundreds of hyenas. They're gonna be a little thrown off guard and fearful, because they weren't expecting that. They're used to being an attacker, used to taking animals down and just hunting them down and destroying them and, feeding themselves. So if that happened to them, just like us, we got our lawyer, our legal team together. We got we're ready to go. We're ready to get everything together with our children and get the disputes taken care of. They're nowhere to be found. They done disappeared. They're not ready to battle you. It's that power that they like to have. They like, oh no, I'm not gonna let her attack me right now. No, I'm not ready for it. So they go into hiding out. Don't want to be served. And a lot of times, like I said, on the other end of things with them, they have other supply sources, and a lot of times they get so tangled up in so many different things. Their lifestyles are wild. Narcissists live a wild, crazy life. Different women or men. They may have a new baby going on, new girlfriend, and they just got a lot going on. So in their minds, they may feel like, okay, I'm not ready, for this right now, so I'll deal with it when I'm ready to deal with it. Just really shady. They don't really care about the laws. They want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. It's just that arrogance, that ego. They don't care about doing the right things. They just want to do things whenever they feel like they want to do it. So they disappear if they don't feel like going to court right now, or they don't feel like, you're trying to get them to maybe even get out your apartment. You try to get the police officers to get them to escort them to move their things, and you can't get in touch with them. So their thing's going to stay there until they feel like they're ready to pop up to your place and get them on their own time. You got to be careful about them controlling every little single aspect of things. You don't want them doing things because you may be in there with your new partner. They may want to come, and start drama, trying to get their things out, or whatever the case is. It's so many different scenarios that we can go into. So I'll just talk about a few. I know you all have several scenarios. I know you all have been commenting on the roommate video that I made. Some of them are your roommates. So you gotta have cameras up in there. I'm telling you, because narcissists do some disgusting things. When nobody's looking, do some disgusting things. They might do things to your property that you have, your objects. May put stuff in your shampoos or your lotions, may be in your room. So you gotta have those cameras in those living situations. You gotta have them. Their alarm clock cameras on Amazon. I always say that, you gotta have them if you're still living in that situation with a narcissist, because they are so messed up. They do things that are just so childish and ridiculous. So just watch out how these attacks work. Like I said, you could be just had a new baby or just newlywed, and guess what they want? They want to go to court. You're like, what in the world is going on? Like, I'm not ready for this. That's them. They know how to attack you. They're calculated, cold, really vile, heartless. They know that's your vulnerable time. You just had a baby, just got married, or whatever the case may be. And they know that court or whatever is the last thing on your mind. Or, you're not thinking about a lawsuit or anything. And they are ready to fight because they want to destroy you. They want to put in make you feel the most amount of pain possible, They don't want to see you happy. That's why everything is so calculated the way it is, A way to think about it is that just always be prepared no matter what, because we all got different situations. Like I said, some of you all have commented on the roommate video. Be prepared. Start preparing. You can prepare in certain ways. You can start saving up $5 a week. I don't care. I mean, I know it's, you know what I mean? $5, $20, $30 a week to, change those living circumstances, because a storm is coming. If it's a narcissist around and they are a true narcissist, and you know this from watching all of these videos, even Dr. Ramadi and Dr. Grande, and you know that this person is a narcissist, the storm is coming. I can promise you. So just like the weather's changing, fall is coming. What do? We go out there and buy fall sweaters and jeans, and we start to get more warmer clothing because we know the season is changing. So you can start preparing. Even in illegal situations, if you got a child, it's going to be usually it's going to be an 18-year battle, because they're going to hoover you and come back around, go want to fight, because they need that negative fuel from you. They when they go on to when you don't hear from them a lot of times, like I said, they can be entertaining new supply, and they need that positive fuel from that new supply, because they that feeds that ego of the false self. That false self needs to be fed. Also they have to entertain their false self, so they put that time and that energy in crafting and perfecting that false self, so they can continue to fool people. And it's just something to add to their ego, But they keep on developing that false self, perfecting it, and it's just an ego boost for them. So they need that positive fuel just as much as they need the negative fuel, but they need the negative fuel a lot more. That's their favorite type of fuel, because that's what's really inside of them, inside of their real self. They're full of negativity, hate, and jealousy, So they got to feed two different people. Two different masks. So they're gonna come back around for that negativity, and these custody battles that you think should be over, costing you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I've seen it all, I've heard it all, and I've analyzed it a million different ways. No matter what, if you're the negative supply, they are coming back around to hoover you again and to start that drama. When the positive supply, they're not interested in it like that. So they pull those disappearing acts, to they're entertaining other sources of supply, and they may be vulnerable, such as they may not have the money, the resources to fight you. So they may be like, oh no, I'm not going to let this happen. You're not going to ambush me. Nobody wants to be ambushed. So the disappearing acts, it may be, I feel like it's a weak moment for them in a lot of ways, because narcissists are arrogant. When they want to fight you, they'll tell you, oh, I'm ready to go to court, I'm ready. They're arrogant. He told me, I'm ready to see the judge. And he was ready to lie and manipulate. That's what he meant. So once they have, they haven't crafted up a good enough lie and got enough people to use to go to court with them, with that disappearing act that they pull. So they disappear and vanish into thin air like Casper. You can't, they won't text you if you're trying to get stuff handled, situations, whatever situation may be, they just disappear because they got a lot going on. And maybe, a time that you can figure out what you really need to do, when they decide to pop back up, because they're going to pop back up. It's just, right now they're not ready. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about the disappearing acts, guys. Tell me what y'all think about this, though. And leave some comments below, guys. Let's talk about it. And I will talk to you guys later.